Now, if you've never had a banana pudding pound cake, it is the bomb.com. It's everything that you need and more. When I say I tried it for my first time, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. So today I'm gonna make it for y'all. It's very easy and simple. Like if y'all want to follow the recipe, is down in the description box below. So we're gonna get started. We got our cake flour here. You're gonna need 3 cups of cake flour. So what I'm gonna do is, what I'm gonna do is cut this open. And you need 3 cups of the cake flour. You know, just take your time and get your measurements right, because baking is a science. I know you probably heard that before. If you haven't, I'm glad I'm the first to tell you. But baking is definitely a science. I know for myself, when I first started making cinnamon rolls, it was definitely not somewhat of a cinnamon roll when I first started. It was more a doughy block with just cinnamon and vanilla and sugar. But you want to make sure you have your measurements right when you're baking, because one little thing can have everything messed up when it comes to baking. So I got my 3 cups of flour there, and then I have 6 room temperature eggs. Make sure they're room temperature so that once they go in the oven, it doesn't crack the cake or anything like that. Everything is just settled and, you know, mishing together, I guess I would say. So I'm gonna add my eggs in. All right, y'all, so we got the flour, the cake flour and the eggs in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my 1/2 cup of milk. And then a teaspoon of baking powder. And there's a difference between baking soda and baking powder. Do not use baking soda because it will do some things you don't need to do. And yeah, just make sure that you're using baking powder. And then you're gonna put in your teaspoon of vanilla extract. I kind of eyeball it because I really don't like using measuring cups, but that's just my preference. You can use a measuring cup if you like. 3½ cups of sugar, granulated sugar. And a 1/2 cup. All right. And now we're gonna need a 1/2 cup of sour cream. I had it sitting in the refrigerator just so it can stay cold. Just open. Okay. We're going to go ahead and use 3 sticks of unsalted room temperature butter. And the reason why it's unsalted is because you don't want to, you know, add salt to your recipe and then have salted butter as well. It's going to make it real salty. You don't want a salty cake. I know I don't want a salty cake. All right, wipe my hands off. So next you're gonna need a pinch of salt, kind of like a teaspoon of salt, but I just use like 2 pinches maybe. And then we're going to use a pack of banana cream instant jello pudding. This is going to help make your cake very moist with the sour cream, the butter, your eggs. It's going to keep it moist. You're just going to pour the whole pack in there. And then I got a 5.1 ounce box of vanilla pudding. You're just going to use half of this. You don't want to use the whole thing because it's going to be too much. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Make sure you just use half. That's good. All right, so that's our cake part. So we're going to go ahead and mix up everything together. And when you mixing, start out slow. Don't try to do everything so fast and rush the process. Just start slow, ease your way into the batter. You want to make sure you have no lumps. You want to make sure everything is smooth and creamy. And we're just going to speed it up a little bit here, incorporating everything into the mixture. You definitely want to make sure you get those eggs broken up in there. Get your flour stirred throughout. The flour is the one that keeps the lumps in there, so you want to make sure you get those kinked out. Alright y'all, so this is how your cake mixture should look once it's all incorporated together and put together or whatever. You want to make sure it's movable and everything is, together. There's no lumps in there or anything, because now we're about to go and put it into our bundt cake pan. So I have butter flavored cooking spray here. You can use any type of baking spray, to make sure nothing is sticking to the pan. So what I'm going to do is just spray it around and make sure you cover every area, even on the middle piece, and just go around the pan. Alright y'all, so we're going to go straight into spreading out the bottom of it. This is going to be the bottom of your cake. So you're going to make sure it's spread it out evenly and it doesn't have any ripples or lumps. Make it come out all ugly or whatever. You want it as pretty as possible. And that's spread out pretty good. Leave it like that. And then we're going to pop it in the oven for 1 hour and 10 minutes at 325. Alright, while that's cooking in the oven, we're going to go ahead and go straight into our banana pudding recipe. So I'm going to grab my bowl and I'm going to start with our instant pudding. I'm using vanilla. And I'm using that other half that I told you guys not to use. So hopefully you didn't use it. I'm just going to pour that right in the bowl. And then I like to eye my milk going into the bowl, going into the pudding mix, because I typically know how much needs to go in there, but I would say about a half a cup to go in with that half a cup of pudding mix. And I'm just going to go ahead and get that beat in. And you should notice that it starts to thicken up. And you only need a little bit. You don't need a whole bowl of banana pudding, because this is just going to go around on the top of the cake to give it that banana pudding look. And I would say that is perfect. That's just enough and just the right texture, and it's not too liquidy. It's just right. It's solid. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add in our cream cheese. You need 1 block. And cream cheese just gives it that extra texture that it needs, and it also gives it a different flavor than just a generic pudding taste. To me, it makes it more fluffy and light and provides a better taste. So since it's coming out kind of thick, I'm going to add in a little bit more of milk. So you probably want to do like an extra half a cup just to thin it out a little bit more. And make sure you're beating it until you see no lumps. Everything is smooth and creamy. Just how we like it. All right, that'll do it. So now that we have that there, we're gonna go ahead and get our vanilla extract. You're gonna add in about a teaspoon. And then you're gonna need a dash of ground nutmeg. Now when I say a dash, I mean a dash. You know nutmeg is strong, so you don't want to overpower the banana pudding itself. Just one dash, that's it. That's it. All right, and now you're gonna need a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And I like to eye it, but you can measure it. That's just enough. All right, then you want to add in your sweetened condensed milk. You're going to do a half a can. So this is a 14 ounce. You're going to do half of a 14 ounce. So what, 7 ounces? I'm just going to use half. Okay. You're just going to work that in to your banana pudding mix. And look at that, guys. That looks so good. Oh my God, I just want to dip my finger in there and taste it. All right, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and add in half of this. This is an 8 ounce whipped topping bowl. I'm just gonna add in half of it to our pudding mixture. You're just gonna fold it in. You don't wanna beat it in there because then, you know, everything's gonna be all milky and it's just not gonna be right, y'all. Just follow me. Follow me, okay? You just wanna fold it in. Do it a couple times until you see it's incorporated in there. And voila. There's your banana pudding mixture. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my bananas. And then when we come back, by that time the cake should be coming out and we'll top it and then we'll be good to go. All right, so the cake is out the oven and it's done. We're about to go ahead and flip it over. This is how it came out the oven. It's still a little bit warm, but we're gonna go ahead and flip it over out the pan. I hate this part because I get so nervous. Let's see. Do like so I actually tap it a little bit. I get like a butter knife. And I'll tap around on top of it to make sure that it's separating from the pan. Okay, y'all, so I know y'all saw in the last clip I was struggling with it a little bit. It came out a little raggedy now, but it's still gonna be good and edible and still the recipe that was called for. And we're gonna go ahead and decorate it. So now I'm just gonna use your banana pudding mixture that you had sitting in the refrigerator. I'm just gonna stir it on a little bit more. Make sure you fold it. And then I'm just gonna place it on top of the cake and spread it around. This is where our banana pudding part of the pound cake comes in. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and start placing my Chessmen cookies around the cake and adding my bananas and my, I have some mini vanilla wafers here that I'm also gonna throw on there and get it all nice and pretty for presentation purposes. Yeah, so I also, with the Chessmen cookies, all I did was I just cut the cookie itself into fours. And that's how I got my little square pieces instead of having the whole cookie up there because they're pretty large to sit around on the cake. So I just wanted to make it very spread out and able to cover the whole cake without using so many cookies at one time. So what I did, I just cut them into fours, place them on there, and add my small mini vanilla wafers around on the cake as well to provide more cookies and crunch just how we like it. All right, so there you have it, folks. Our banana pudding pound cake is complete. Now for the final touch. We're about to cut into it. I'm so excited. And again, the whole recipe is located in the description box below on this video. Oh my God, y'all, look at that. Oh my God, y'all see that? This is what your cake will come out looking like if you follow my recipe. Again, it's down in the description box below. And I'm about to do a test taste. Let's see how I did. Mmm. 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 It's moist. And then that bottom part has like a crust to it, so it's kind of like crunchy. And then the vanilla cookies, the wafers, the Chessmen cookies, the bananas, it sets it off. And that banana pudding mixture has the topping and the icing for the cake. It all comes together. I'm telling you, that sour cream, the pudding mixture, all that stuff keeps the cake moist and delicious. I will see y'all in the next video. Again, the recipe is in the description box below. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like this video. Make sure you comment down below and let me know how it turned out for you, or what you liked about the video and what you didn't like about the video. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. I'll see y'all next time. Hey Cravers, it's me, Raplheal. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, as well as click the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a new video. Keep on craving, y'all.